Smells like honeysuckle. Like honeysuckle. I was gonna say honeysuckle with something, but it just smells like honeysuckle. But like the purest form of honeysuckle. This right here is mountain mint. It's really high in camphor. Oh, it's so incredible. The forest smells like this right now. If you come down my driveway, it smells like this plant and this plant. It smells like all the plants. This one's blooming. So good. So this is my yarrow patch that's wild here. I introduced some seeds because we didn't have it on the property, so I don't know if these are them or if it just found its way here because it grows wild. But this is a native variety, even if I planted the seeds. And something's trampling them right here. So I don't know if this is a deer path or something big came through here. But I like to harvest the flowers. I'll be making some tinctures and things out of that. It's great for wounds, bleeding, all sorts of things, and smells incredible. So again, wish you guys had smell-o-vision. I wish you guys could smell everything I smell out here. And it's so quiet in the wildlife, and it's just so peaceful and incredible. I love the forest so much. So this tree here is a mimosa tree, and mimosa has a lot of medicinal properties, mostly focused around mood support. And so you can make a tincture with the flowers, which I love because of the pink color it puts off. And then, like I said, that fragrant smell is there's healing just in that alone, and you get that when you use fresh flowers. You can also use the bark. The bark is like a slow release version, a little bit longer to assist in the system, where the flowers are more of like a quick pick-me-up. But this has traditionally been used for mood support for many, many years. So the only problem with the mimosa tree is typically they're very, very tall, and you can't get to the flowers. So I've been coming out and collecting them off the driveway and pulling over on the side of the road where I see them, where they're shorter to the ground. But then we had a huge storm and we lost half of this tree. And so half of it's over here, left it on the side of the driveway so I could come harvest these flowers. We're just gonna harvest what's on the ground here, both bark and flowers. Now, herbalism, I'm not an herbalist. They have recipes and they follow formulas. I'm what you would call a wildcrafter. I just go on intuition. I know what the plant is good for. I have some basic understanding of home kitchen natural remedy making, and I'm doing what feels right, which we can do that too. It's just a little bit different craft. I am a wild crafter, not an herbalism. So just FYI, if you want lots of detailed information, sciencey stuff, exact recipes, there are a ton of YouTubes and amazing herbalists who make videos about that, and even many on this particular plant and exact recipes for how to do this. So either way, I have found personally that I get bogged down in that stuff, and so being a wild crafter and just doing what feels right within some boundaries of understanding things, I have better results and it's more fun. I'm going to put it right in my jar. So one of my hopes when I make videos like this and all my other videos is that I begin to normalize real food and medicine making at home and take the fear out of it. I often hear people tell me they're afraid to eat the food they grow because they don't know if it's clean and is it going to make them sick, and we've been programmed to think that. We have been programmed to fear independence around food and to fear real food. And the truth is, we should fear the things that are coming in a box that are processed. Even the foods that are fresh and whole, we have to fear these days because they're not telling us what they're putting on these foods and in these foods and in these medicines. So I hope these videos just help to make it a little less scary. We don't have to have advanced skills. We don't have to be an herbalist. We just have to get comfortable and practice the skill, because the more we grow and the more we use these things, the more you will get an experience with them and your body will react with them, and it takes that fear away and just really empowers you. So gorgeous. I'm going to keep collecting until this is very full and very dense. All right, guys. It's actually quite dark. My camera's hiding how dark it is. I got this full batch. I'm gonna do the bark another day because I can't see and the bark's not going anywhere. I've got tons of bark, so I don't need to rush through that. I'm just gonna scrape the bark, let it dry, and I'll do that from a dry tincture, from a dry bark tincture. This one is still got moisture, so I'm gonna top it off with my vodka here. And again, I'm wild crafting. I'm not following professional herbalism techniques, but I find these methods work great as well. When I get back home, I will label this and put the date on it, and in about 2 months I'll bottle it up, and this will give me enough tincture to last the year, hopefully. I may try and get one more batch from a neighbor's tree that I can reach before they're done blooming. Everything comes in fast and is gone in the blink of an eye, so you got to get these things while you can. You want to make sure everything's below the vodka line, so I will put a weight on this when I get back. Just because these do have moisture in them, I want to make sure everything is secure and below the vodka line. This doesn't even smell like vodka already, and in just a couple of minutes I've been here stirring this. It smells like the sweetest drink, like some sort of sweet mimosa tea. Incredible. Cannot wait to be using this. So that's it. I'm gonna label it, put it in a cool, dark place, and in about 2 months, bottle it up, and we have our emotional support tincture. See you guys soon.